Greetings, Larp Craftians. This is Ryan.
And Steve.
We're here on a prop video to show you an example of something we put together for a Christmas-themed fantasy forest, an enchanted forest that we did at one of our locations that does this huge Christmas event every year and brings thousands of people. All the people who use this camp take a cabin and theme it out, and this year we chose the fantasy forest theme. People come through these all like in huge waves, and we wanted to put a focal piece together, which is this huge tree. And it's about 3.5 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and we got the foam donated by the local foam factory, and about 10 sheets of foam were used, 4 by 8 by 3 inch, and then we sculpted it out and put it together the way you see it. We were going to use a projector to throw an image so that we could carve it out with the foam carving tools that we have. And as we were doing that, it was kind of one of those things where it was like, hey, why don't we just animate the face? So Steve put in the animation, made the face up. I did the voiceover work and the ambient noise, and then we both sculpted out and painted the tree. It took us, maybe 20, 25 hours?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And so at the end of the video, we'll show you pictures of going from sheets of foam on a flatbed to what you see here. Using a projector face, we were able to tell some storyline, introduce people to live action role play, and really put a huge fantasy element into the video, into what we were doing using that video. Now, it was kind of funny. The kids had different reactions. The adults had different reactions to this kind of a prop. Some thought it was scary, even though you designed it to not be scary.
I tried.
And, it's a big, gargantuan tree-like object. So naturally, it scared little kids just because of that. And then when they started talking, the word that came up a lot with some kids were creepy or cool. So it was either really cool or really creepy in a lot of kids' eyes. So most of the adults loved it. They laughed, they chuckled. It has a little humor in it. And then at the end, there's videos playing of our games along with sheets to get onto our Facebook and website and such. So it's a good PR tool. And, it was a decent attempt. Now, this is polystyrene. This is the white foam. And with white foam, it doesn't last very long. It's very fragile. It takes damage very easily. And it's not really recommended to use this kind of foam for continuous use or long-term use because it just won't hold up.
Well, unless you figure out some kind of coating to make it hard, like a fiberglass or something, then that would make it more permanent. This thing wouldn't last very long, especially if it goes outside. It's going to fall apart.
So we used latex and acrylic paints on it. If you did coat it with rubber, polyurethane, or fiberglass, or resin of some sort, you could do that, but then you're going to lose some of the details, so you have to kind of sculpt around that kind of stuff. But overall, it worked really, really good. We had a good turnout, and doing these types of big props can really help bring people into the immersion that you're trying to create.
It was definitely good practice.
There was a lot of good practice. So if you have any questions about this, we do have a prop group within the Larpcraft community where artisans can talk about projects, get help from one another, and show off their, what they made. So join that group on the free Larpcraft community, and we'll see you out in the games.
Welcome, friends. Welcome. Come in. Come in. We've taken over this cabin, changing it back to nature. Thank you for coming out to Christmas at Cinnawa. The Fantasy Forest is brought to you by Larpcraft of Sheboygan. we host live-action role-play games here at Camp Sinawa. Let me tell you a story of the woodlands of Eska. The woodlands have been here for many, many moons. No one quite knows who started or called this place, but the original settlers have long since passed. Now the woodlands are inhabited by beings of Norhaven. These beings have established a city, a village perhaps, maybe just a small community. It is called Clear Sky Village. And on your travels through the woods, you'll see one of their wooden keeps. Many travelers come through here during the warmer seasons. It is an established trade route between Gandalahar and Aladon in the Northern Realm territory. Hundreds of people come and enjoy festivities, adventure, and gathering.
Let's rip this thing down.
Where's the axe? Oh.
Where's the axe?